Alright, so we're going to be watching Ariastos. I was playing Soldier. This is gold on PC on Gibraltar. What can I do better? Hi, I'm a DPS PC player, currently hard stuck in gold. As a non-believer in Elo Hell, I am sure there are things that I can be doing better besides the obvious, e.g. get better aim. Below is a replay code to a Sojourn game I played that I think I played well in. Please tear my gameplay to shreds and inform me of what I can be doing better, positioning, target priority, ult usage, cooldown management, etc. Go as in depth as you can. Thanks in advance. Okay, so I've already seen this game. As a side note, I'm using my new mic, so hopefully it won't be weird audio, but it doesn't seem like the quality is so much better, and you're still going to hear the keyboard, so sorry about that. But like I said, I've already seen this replay, and I think you do play well overall. I think you put yourself certainly in a good position to win, and I think that you kind of throw it away at the end for a bunch of reasons that we're going to talk about. And I'm not going to do the whole replay, not least of which because it's very long, but I think your issues can be pretty much summed up in the last few minutes of play anyway, so we could just talk through that. But the overall theme here is you're just a little bit clumsy in all the things that you do, and they add up pretty quickly over time, and that's sort of what lets you down. Okay? And it's like, when I say clumsy, I mean like all the little things. Like, you're just not quite as good at surviving, you're just not quite as good at aiming, you're not quite as good at using your cooldowns, you're not quite as good at taking cover, you're not quite as good at, finishing off kills or pushing the pace of the fight, you're not quite as good enough at using your ulti. And that's like it's not like one single thing that pops out, it's like every few seconds I'm like, yeah, I would have done it a little differently, or I would have played that a little better. And again, they pile up very, very quickly as a result. So, looking at the situation, where do we find ourselves in? So, we spawn, we're on final attack here, right? They're already in the second round. You had a really good defense, you held them to right here. You have 3 minutes to go, plenty of time, right? Very, very strong position to win this game. So you can come out here. One thing I did notice from the new mic is that you're not going to pick up the in-game audio as well, so which could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how much you want to hear the audio versus how much you want to hear me. Alright, you come out of your poke. So what's the general idea? We're going to want to poke the tank, right? With left click, the regular, automatic fire until we get the right click, the railgun, and then we're going to start railgunning squishies, which you generally do, I would say. All right, poke a little bit, that's fine. So little things like this, you see when the soldier peeks right now, I wouldn't even bother trying to do left click, because by the time your shots reach him, he's just going to drop right away. I would just continue to pound damage into the diva to be able to farm your railgun faster. And that's an example of just a small little thing where I'm I wouldn't even bother him for that soldier, because he's not gonna whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna drop right away. We have a widow right now, he can't just stand up there. So I wouldn't worry about this, and I would just keep shooting the diva. And now that's how many shots you just missed in Diva. Let's watch, okay? So right here, so at the moment you switch away, you have 32 ammo when you turn away, okay? Look at how much of the rest of it you completely miss. So because of your snap to the left on the soldier, you end up missing 2/3 of your ammo because you looked at the soldier briefly. And that's an example of just little amounts of value where hey, look, a better player than you could have gotten another 100, 200 damage into the diva, which is not going to demech her, but it's going to get you railgun sooner, and then you'd be able to railgun somebody and then keep going, right? And apply more pressure, and more pressure means that you push them down faster. The faster you push them down, the faster the cart moves, etc., etc. All right, so come over here. Ryan's clearly gone in. So the thing is that Moira comes in right now, and you feel it, and you're looking for her. But you'll notice that when you snap around, okay, you hear the Moira turn, I think, hopefully. Hopefully you can prove me right in a second. Yep, so you're going to snap and look at her. So you have 30 ammo right now. Why are you shooting before you've even seen the Moira? You see? You started at 30, you've already fired 4 ammo, and now the Moira's on your screen. You've gone past her, you're still shooting right now, right? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, right? Oh, wait, sorry, you're on red team. So you didn't even see her yet. You saw her even later than that. Right? So, again, shooting, yeah. Okay, you hear it. So you're 30, right? Still, she's not on your screen. Still not on your screen, right? Still not on your screen. Now, finally, she's on your screen. You've already fired out 10 plus ammo, and only now is she visible. Then, you finally start hitting her, right? With all of your shots except for, I think, 2, right? And then finally started hitting her again just to be able to hit the railgun, finally, right? With very little energy on her. So out of 30 ammo, you hit, 5 shots maybe? Where a lot of it, she wasn't even visible on your screen. And that's an example of, the general sloppiness. You're it's like when somebody startles you while you're holding a gun, you start shooting the gun. No matter what you're aiming at or what you're thinking of, you immediately just start holding down the trigger because you're just oh God, something's happening. Panic, panic, panic. And those little things, there's no calmness in the way that you play. I don't know why you're meleeing right now, right? And now we're looking for the Moira, and you're going to kill her here because, again, this Moira has no idea what she's doing either, right? Because this is gold, so everyone's going to... Oh, you're going to kill it later. Mercy drops right in front of you, right? You miss it, that's fine, right? We don't expect you to hit every shot. I think that was a relatively easy one, but it's fine. Like, I'm not going to harp on that one, because that's not what's costing you the game, right? So, right here, you're on the side of the D.Va. You're at 155 health, right? You again have 2 supports here. You're not really in a ton of danger right now. The D.Va's not even looking at you. I would just keep shooting the D.Va. There's no real one-shots here, right? Even if Echo fires stickies at you, you'll have time to react. So there's no need to slide, especially there's no need to slide into the payload right away and barely get any distance. But, like, that's an example of just, like, inefficiency, right? Like, why are we sliding here if it's not going to get us any value? It's just bad. If you want to take cover, you could just walk to the right. Echo goes across your screen to the left. You should immediately start trying to go for the Echo. I know you see the D.Va, and you're like, oh, mate, maybe the D.Va's demechable, because you can see how she's low. A, she's matrixing. 2, there are supports here. There's a support here at a minimum, keeping her alive. So just shoot the Echo. The Echo's the one who's going right to left. You see how she's going for your Mercy right now? Just go for the Echo. Just kill the Echo right now. Right? See, she's like hard engaging right now, but instead you're still shooting the D.Va and having a lot of your shots eaten by Matrix. Echo's still alive here on the left, potentially could kill your Mercy there, and you're just not paying attention. Going back to here, what else is going on? So while you're messing around, Moira comes in the back. To be fair, this is a very weird angle to be coming in from, but I will also notice that you have no real awareness. You're again trying to go for the D.Va demech. So Moira's going to kill your Widow in the back. No one's really going to respond to this. Right? And once again, you turn around, right? While you're reloading, you turn. Do you find the Moira first? Nope. Now you're just shooting, right? You're just shooting to shoot. What are you aiming at? There's literally nobody on your screen, right? You fired 13 ammo without the Moira being visible on your screen. Little things like this add up over the course of the game. And we're going to see where it really matters how these same bad habits keep letting you down later, because you're unable to confirm kills as a result. All right, you finally kill the Moira. Great. You go for you immediately realize the Mercy's going to get res. It's excellent, right? Good awareness. Sorry, we killed there. All right. So you go for the Echo, look for the kill, right? Echo is absolutely crazy here. Wait, great, we get another kill, and this is kind of an easy roll from here. So we're going to shoot Soldier a little bit. I think it's a good disruptor, right? You understand, hey, the Soldier's trapped. So right now, I got 20 ammo. Disruptors here, I know the Soldier's low. You can just slide up here and take the fight, right? Like, you have potentially the Mercy will come along with you. The Moira can help you. The Soldier can flank here. Just go ahead and kill the Soldier right now. Right? Don't worry about Baby D.Va. Baby D.Va's not going to kill your team, right? Like, that's not going to be a problem. This Baby D.Va is dead. There's no way she's going to be able to, like, run all the way back here and get away. She's dead. So, in your mind, you should think, she's dead already. Just go over here and finish off the Soldier before he gets heal station, before he recovers, like anything else, or sneaks up on somebody. You're going for the Baby D.Va. Again, there's no need to do this. But even then, let's pay attention to your aim right now. So she's going to the left, so you should be aiming just slightly to the left, right? You're aiming for, like, right here, maybe. Well, let's see what happens with your aim. They start shooting. Okay, I mean, you're off a little bit. That's fine, but let's readjust. Okay, so we're trying to get on target. But we're still missing. So far, we've missed 10 out of 10. All right, now we've missed 13 out of 13. We hit her for 1 bullet, and then we go way too far to the left. So now we've missed 16 out of 17 shots, or hit 1 out of 17. Right, and now we start hitting her again. So out of the first 17 to 20 shots, you only hit like 2 of them at a target that's basically point blank with you. Right? And now you start hitting, now you're slow to drag, and finally you go over. And you notice that, like, your mouse movement is, like, really, really problematic. And I think you could get to plat, but I don't think you'll ever get past platinum without significantly better aim. You just don't have control. See, again, really far to the right. Ideally, you want to be ideally, like, if you're playing a GM, you're going to be somewhere within this box, right? I think Masters, you're going to be somewhere within this box. At most, I think that even that feels... Actually, I'm going to redraw this. I think the GM, you're going to be somewhere within here. Okay? I think with Masters, you're going to be somewhere within here. Right? And if you are, like, Diamond, you're going to be somewhere within here. And I think that is probably the widest possible margin. Look where you are right now. Like, your shots are, and your crosshair now, compared to this. And this is the aim gap, right? This is one of the reasons why I also find it hard to do DPS reviews, because so much of it is aim-based. Like, you're over double the distance that a diamond level PC player would be away from her body / head, right? Over double the distance. Like, you can't be missing by this much. And again, watch when you try to readjust, okay? You're still slow, right? And now you're moving to the right when you should be moving to the left to try to track her. Then you way overcompensate. Look how far away the crosshair is. Right? Look at the distance between this. You could literally fit 1, 2, 3, 4 baby divas in between you, in between the actual baby diva and your crosshair right now. That's a huge problem, right? This is like super problematic aim. And it's not all the time, but it happens enough that it's a big problem for you. I will note, people will probably get tired of me saying this, most commonly I see this when people have sensitivity that's too high. Because what happens is there is a target that goes to the left, and then your crosshair, you try to go to the left too, but you can't control it, which means you go way too far. And then when they zigzag and go back the other way, you overcompensate, and then you zig back the other way too, right? So your crosshair is consistently, like, you can't make small movements back and forth because your sensitivity is too high. So you go, oh, too far to the left, too far to the right, too far to the left, too far to the right. It's a very common pattern that I see. And I myself had, which is one of the reasons why I kept lowering my sensitivity until it stopped being an issue. There are ways to do it, like, there are ways to be accurate still with high sensitivity. I just find it fairly difficult personally, and I would say that for most people it's probably a lot easier to lower your sensitivity. Because then, like, when you're wrong, you're not wrong by a lot, you know what I mean? Like, aiming is about little bits. So if your target is here, okay, and your crosshair is on target, and then they start moving to the left, if my aim is small, how far can I possibly move? Right? Not that much, like maybe this much, maybe this much, maybe this much. But when my aim is high, I can move like this much to the left just because I can't control the small movements. And it seems like this would be easy, but when people are zigzagging back and forth, right? That's when you see this massive overcompensation back and forth where people cannot control their aim. All right, so I think right now I would, well, number one, the soldier's still a problem. You never dealt with a soldier, and that's actually really the issue. I want to back up here. So this goes back to why I would have just killed the soldier right away. So I would have just, hey, reloaded, slide up, just kill the soldier right now. Okay? Even if the soldier kills me, so what? So be it. Like, my spawn is very close, my soldier's pushing on the other side, just go and push him, right? It's a 2v1. Even if he kills one of you, whatever. Get the kill, clear high ground, keep moving. But you focus on the diva instead. Now, their soldier is going to light this up, right? And then he lands a striding with 1 health. Now, right now, you can hear the footsteps right now. From here, just slide up and kill him. But is that what you do? No, you sit on the cart. It's not your job to be on the cart, right? Very common, like, low rank, like, problem is you sit on the cart. It's not your job, right? Let your warrior push the cart. Your job is to clear the high ground right now. So with you not clearing high ground, that means the soldier is up here. This soldier up here is preventing you from getting the rest of these kills. Because if the soldier's not there, I slide in right away and I just kill them. 2v1, not a problem, because my team's going to come up right behind me in a second. I'm not worried about this at all. Just push in right now, super hard, get the kills. But with a soldier, you can't actually slide in and push this. But that means you need to deal with the soldier, because you can't leave the soldier hanging out above your team, right? This is super dangerous. This soldier, frankly, should have just killed you right now. Even at higher ranks, I'm gonna like make this clear. At higher ranks, they are so accurate that you are being double pocketed right now, but the fact that you're at half health means there is at least a 50-50 chance the soldier could just straight up kill you through that, by doing just enough damage to drop you about 100, then helixing and killing you before your supports heal enough to save you. Like, that's how dangerous DPS players are at higher ranks. You are dead right now. There's a very good chance that you will just straight up die, even with 2 supports on you, especially with the new DPS passive. So yeah, this is a bad mistake to be this far out, having not dealt with the soldier. The good news is you eventually realize, okay, yes, I have to go deal with the soldier. Great, you go up here, you push him out, it's fine. So from here, kind of limited options. I think pushing this side is pretty difficult. I think you make the right choice by coming back to your team, fine, right? We're going over here. I would note here that the best option would have been to take this high ground to the left, and then you're basically, if you could teleport from where you are right now onto here, the fight is won. There's almost no way for them to stop it, because they can't stop you on an off angle and the rest of your team. But because you get to sit with the rest of your team, whenever the diva DMs, she DMs your whole team at once. Okay, that's still fine. Still winnable. Still, everything we said, it's still winnable right now. So you shoot the back line, okay, fine. But like, again, it's pretty hard to hit shots from that far away. Just shoot the tank, right? Shoot the tank, get 100, shoot somebody in the face. But good news is, aim's good here, right? You managed to kill a Moira, excellent. Now, Mercy's looking for the res. You don't think about it until it's too late. But you lock on the soldier, right? Once again, it's okay, right? I mean, we hit some shots there, for sure. I think this is a good overclock, right? I think you have the right idea. Let's just hit some shots. Right? You hit one shot on the Mercy here, one shot on the Echo. Either one of them dies in one shot. But I think the timing here is good. I think the positioning is fine. Right? I think the Diva can DM you probably. But like overall, I think I agree with this, and you could slide away if she starts DMing you. So we got the shot here. Okay, that shot's off. Right? That shot's close, but like an understandable miss. Right? That's a close. When we talk about like margin of misses, that's like a very small margin of miss margin. Maybe that's a better way to say it. So that's a very small miss margin, so we're good. I mean, like, it's unfortunate that you missed two, but it's fine. Now we're looking. So what you could do right now to make your life easy, just slide in, right? Your Mercy's going to follow you in here, almost assuredly, and your Moira might follow you in too. You could just slide in right now, point blank with the Echo, and just kill her. So you still seem very nervous to try to play this far away. So she's low, so just kill her, right? Just kill her. You missed the railgun. Again, you can just use left click now and kill her. Don't forget, you still can use your left click while you're in overclock, or just slide in and kill her. Like at any moment in time, this Echo would die, and you just don't kill her until now. But out of like, let's think, how many shots was that? Right, from the beginning of your overclock. All right, so let's count. This ends now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 shots until you got your first kill, and when you started the overclock, there were 2 one-shottable heroes in front of you, and you did not get any of the shots DM'd. That's a really long time. Missing, like, or not killing someone until your 5th shot is an eternity in Overwatch. At higher ranks, you almost assuredly need to get a kill in your first 2 in order to have an impact in the fight, because after that, people will take cover or they'll shut you down. All right, right now, you have 2 targets. Or 3 targets, right? You have the Moira, who has Coalescence, you have the half-health Mercy, and you have the Diva. Well, even if you didn't know the Mercy was half-health, the Moira is not a great target because she's self-healing from Coalescence. The Diva is not a great target because she's a tank. You should be shooting the Mercy right now. That should be your priority at this moment in time. But instead, you waste a shot on the Moira. You miss it too. Again, you should just go for the Mercy right now. The good news is you do change targets. Okay, Mercy's low. Let's go for the shot. All right. She dodged, great, good dodge on her, but like understandable. That miss, not so much a problem. That miss, it's okay, right? That shot I think was too early. You look for the soldier in the back, and once again we see another panic disruptor, right? So you're gonna slide back, and you're like, oh god, there's a soldier somewhere? I didn't even know where he is. I'm just gonna fire a disruptor. This disruptor is not aimed at anybody, right? This is 100% a I don't know what's going on, let me hit the buttons, and hopefully the buttons help me win the game. This is a very bad way to play the game, right? This is the stuff that holds you back, even though this specific scenario, you're like, oh, disruptor, did it cost me the fight? It doesn't cost you the fight, but it certainly doesn't help you, and using a big time cooldown, a 15-second cooldown ability, to get nothing is no good versus firing like even back here at the Moira, right? Forcing her back, or even putting on the cart and do 200, like 210, 220 damage, whatever it does now. 220 damage to the Diva is good damage. So all of these things are just all in all like bad. Okay, fine, right? So we come back here, slides used. Okay, so what do we do right now? We push forward. Why? Because there's a DPS that's dead. Let me switch colors. There's a DPS that's dead, and there's another DPS that's dead, which means the only person who can deal damage to me here is the tank, and to a lesser extent, the Moira. The Mercy's obviously not going to attack you. So my goal here is I got to get a kill very quickly to be able to push the cart forwards so that we can cap and the game is over. The Diva's not going to die because she's a tank and she's full health. The Mercy's probably not going to die because she's Valking. If overclock I could kill her, but with my regular left click I probably can't hit her, which means the only vulnerable target right now is the Moira. So all I have to do is just run forward in a straight line at the Moira, holding left click trying to kill her. And you probably won't kill her. Most likely she's going to take some damage and then she's going to fade, right? Maybe you hit a railgun, maybe you don't, but she's going to fade. She only has 2 options, okay? She can fade into the fight, like over here, let's say, at which point she dies. Either you or the Rhine or whomever, somebody kills her because she's in the middle of the fight and she doesn't have fade. Option 2, she fades backwards. Great. That means that the Diva and the Mercy are now killable because they don't have another support there. All you need to do is recognize that you are functionally invincible right now because the Diva can't spend time trying to kill you. Just run at the Moira and you're good. Like, why are you backing? Just run at the Moira. Just run at the Moira. Okay, I have slide. Just slide and go for the Moira. You see how far away the next DPS is? This Echo is like 10 plus seconds away. You can slide in here, kill the Moira, stand still in the corner, and slide out. That's how much time you have. We have Railgun, but again, we're really far away from any good targets. Just slide in and kill the Moira. You have to kill the Moira. Like, hitting the Mercy is so much harder because she's in the air, she's in GA right now. Now you can hit her. But again, we're going too slowly. We needed the fight to have ended by now. You have all 5 team members alive, and you're all sitting here trying to fight the D.Va instead of just killing the backline who've been alive forever. And because you wait so long, DPS come in. Alright, still winnable, right? Because you killed the Mercy. It is a 5-on-3 right now. Still winnable. That's fine. Burn down the Echo copy. So, Shatter gets popped. So, when Shatter gets popped, all I need to do, based on the angle, I can see the Shatter coming, right? Shatter's coming right now. Just walk to the right. You literally have to move 1 meter to your right, and you do not get Shatter. You see how close this is? All you have to do is just, and you're good, right? And then from here, you could go and potentially pick off the Echo, go for the Soldier, whatever, anything. But you get caught by this. You could also just slide out of it too. You have so many options right now, right? You're really far away. If you're close, you have less time to react. But you can see the Shatter travel along the ground, and you can see just how much time you have to react to this, right? You saw the animation, you heard the sound, just nothing. And you just don't react to it. And that's, again, a big difference. This is what I mean. Like, all the little things you do wrong, every single fight, multiple times per fight. In a given life, you're still doing, like, 5 to 10 plus things, like, wrong over and over and over again, and they add up so quickly. At this point, there's no way for you to win. You've lost too many. That's fine. 40 seconds, you have to win 1 fight, still totally winnable. The number one thing I would be thinking about right now is that Soldier has Visor. Now, why would I be thinking that? Well, first of all, I've seen Mercy pop Valk, so I don't have to worry about it. Moira Coalescence, I haven't seen in a while. She might have it. D.Va definitely has Bomb, but Bomb is one of the worst ultimates in the game. There's plenty of cover. I have Slide. I don't have to specifically think about Bomb as long as I'm generally in a good spot. As long as I'm not standing in the open, I'm fine, right? And even if I would Slide, I'm still fine if I'm in the open. So Echo, we just saw pop copy, so we have to worry about her. The only thing I have to worry about right now is Soldier. So ideally, if I can take the Soldier out of the fight, that would be great. If I can't do that, my next best option is make sure he doesn't kill me with Visor, because my job is always self-preservation first. So I'd be thinking about that going into this, because I have time, right? From the moment that I die, I have a lot of time to be thinking about this. The second I die, the first thing I do is hit scoreboard, right? Because I hit the scoreboard to think, okay, gives me time, looks at the lineups, right? Think. I don't just sit here doing nothing. I think. I'm always thinking. So while I'm coming back, like, think about how much time I'm going to count out how long I have to think about this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So right around now, I'd probably stop thinking, but like, that's so much time. Like, you had almost half a minute to think, okay, what do they got? Last fight of the game. What's my plan of act? What's my plan of attack, right? What do they have to stop me? Going through all those different permutations in my head as to what do I need to do in the situation, okay? Now, as I previously mentioned, I want to take an off angle. Ideally this one, which is really, really strong. It forces the D.Va to come up to contest me, which allows the cart to move forwards, right? So ideally I just go up here, and I can just end the game from right there. I definitely do not want to drop low. There's no reason I want to drop low right now. So I see Soldier right here, that's fine. Okay, Soldier in the right room is fairly dangerous. I might notice that my Soldier is going there too, but I don't think that I would go with him because it's really easy to get trapped over here. Like, if the D.Va flies over, we both die. So I would just play up here, right? Go up top, right? Shoot, right? Just keep poking the back line, and eventually you're going to force out cooldowns or you're going to get a kill. I don't drop. Why don't I drop? What would I accomplish from down here that I couldn't do as well or better from up here or up here? Nothing. And I bet what you're thinking here is, I need to push the cart. It is not your job to push the cart. Pushing the cart is irrelevant right now because the cart's not going anywhere until the whole team is dead. So my goal here is not, hey, I need to get on the cart with 20 seconds left. My goal here is, how do I kill the opposing team? And you'll notice that you're very overextended with 3 of your teammates really far back. At higher ranks, you die here. The whole team is like, Sojourn's out of position, and they all dive onto you and they kill you instantly. You have almost no way of surviving right now, but you don't get punished for it because this is a gold game. And you don't realize how grossly out of position you are right now. Okay, so still, winnable. We open with a kill. Visor has been popped, right? So Visor's been popped right now, so I can just continue aggressing, right? So I'm going to go in, try to go for the Mercy, right? Mercy gets pushed off, that's fine, right? You make the right call. I think this is totally the right call going after the Mercy. You have the Moira dead center in your screen, and she has 30 health. And you shoot, sort of hit her. I think you don't have any energy. Is that what's going on? And you have plenty of energy, so I think, yeah, you miss her with the railgun, you hit her with the left click. You can just melee right now and she dies. You can see her health now because you hit her. You can definitely see her health and realize you just stepped forward in melee. If you're just a little faster here, you get the melee and then slide to the left so the echo doesn't kill you with the beam. And I know you're worried about the beam, but like, get the kill. Like, they have to die. It's like critical for them to die, especially when I see that my soldier has died. I need to get the kill right now. So, we're gonna analyze your aim again. So you know the Moira's on the left. You're swinging to kill the Moira. Target priority is good. Go after the Moira, especially because the Mercy's not paying attention. So why are we shooting with no one on the screen? No one on the screen. Only now, 10 ammo in, is there a target finally on the screen. Then my aim is wildly off. Where are you aiming for? Right? This is egregiously bad aim. I'm going to play this back again. I know it's painful to watch. But I'm just, note, okay? First of all, remember how many shots you fired without her even being visible. Fine. But now we're here, and we're shooting, and like, where, I mean, I think you flicked to the right there to look at the Mercy, but like, where are you aiming right now? This is a problem, right? And again, we're not showing the rest of the game where you do hit good shots. I think your flicks are good. I think your tracking is terrible, right? That's a problem because Sojourn requires both flicking and tracking. But at this point, there's like almost no way for you to win the game, right? You've wasted all of your health. You wasted all your ammo. You wasted your time, most importantly. Your teammates have lost too much. Soldier Visor is too good. And now you have to rely on your team to try to win this, and there's just no way that they're going to win this. Okay? But I really want to rewind back to when you should have easily won that 5-on-3. Because I want to show you just how long the supports are just chilling in the back here with no pressure on them whatsoever. Right? Soldier's gonna die. So wait, this soldier's taking for this soldier cannot aim. Wow, he's shooting at you for a while. Okay, so from this moment in time, it is a 5-on-3. So let's just watch the backline. Just watch the supports and see how nobody goes after them, right? The Moira's faded now. She literally can't escape. She's just standing here. You have 5 teammates alive. Right? And you might say, oh, why do my teammates go for her? That's a great question. They should also go for her. But the thing is, you can't control what they do. You can only control what you do. Just walk at the Moira. I could literally have slid over and meleeed her to death. I just want to emphasize like how ridiculous this is. Like, the Moira has no ability to survive here if someone just runs at her. Right? Like, I would force, at a minimum, I'd force the Mercy to like start healing her, and then we can kill the D.Va or kill the Mercy or whatever it ends up being. They were alive for so long. How long is this? Right, from when the soldier dies. Okay, soldier's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It took you and your team almost 14 seconds to kill one of the 2 supports in a 5-on-3 situation where they had to touch the cart. Right? Like, this is what costs you games. The lack of awareness, like, hey, I can just walk forwards here. I didn't even slide, just walk forwards to the Moira, and that is fight winning right there. Just to see that. Okay, so, summarizing, I think, as we pointed out, it's not one thing. It's all of the little things, right? There's not one common theme here. I think your timing with your ulti is good. I think your flicks are good. I think your general target priority is good, but not always. But you're let down in a lot of different ways, right? Sometimes it's your aim. Sometimes it's not clearing high ground. Sometimes it's missing way too many shots in the overclock, right? Sometimes it's not, going after the supports. Sometimes it's sitting on cart instead of taking an off angle. Whatever it may be, it's these little things that add up that cost you games. All right, I'm going to hold there. Hopefully this is helpful, and hopefully my mic ended up being okay.